No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken, I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I felt it in.
All right, welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm here today. I had to turn my mic up real quick. Here today with three good guys, man. We have a great show. We're gonna talk some football first. We're gonna get some basketball. But I'm Joe Jordan. I got Tomo, Dave, and then Vaughn joining us today. How y'all doing, fellas?
I'm better than yesterday. You know, hopefully you got all your popcorn and stuff out your system. We ain't got no more fire drills going on. We good on your end, Joe? Oh my goodness, bro.
Like the bean! You know I had a bean with me. But yeah, go ahead. What's up, Javon?
What's up, man? Happy to be back, man. It's been a while. Ready to lay down some fire.
Let's get it. Let's go, Dave.
I'm good. You know, yesterday was my day. Now I'm back to being calm, waiting for Sunday.
All right, let's go, man. Listen, before we get started, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this video with somebody that y'all know personally so you can come on and watch live with us. Use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting down throughout the show. And David, real quick, let's talk about those IG accounts we got going on.
All right, so we have an NFL, NBA, MLB, college football, college basketball, and the boxing chat. If you want to get into one of those chats, just let us know. Put your IG name in the comment, and we'll add you to those chats. You get news, whether it's legal news, because we just had an alert about Charles Mann, who for the 49ers got arrested for a domestic violence case. So you get all those news that comes out. Then you got trade news, like the Wizards. We'll be talking about that in the show. Injuries, Tony Pollard. You know, hope you have a speedy recovery. He had surgery today, so. All those news that you hear that comes on ESPN, you'll get that before it comes out on ESPN. We are the new media, so we are the new plugs. So if you want to get into those chats, just let us know. Put your IG name in there, and then last but not least, the most exclusive chat is the Refuse to Lose Sports chat. If you want to get in that chat, you got to come on the show. As you see, Javon is on. He's in the chat, so he knows all the smack that gets talked on there. He knows that there's a consensus that there's a specific team that everyone does not like at this moment because there's just a lot of stuff being posted in there. But just know if you want to get into there, you got to come on the show. So let us know if you want to come on the show. What topic you want to talk about? We'll make up the topic, and then you'll be able to come on the show. There you go.
There it is. Let's go. Enjoy the rest of the show. All right, our first topic we got for y'all today, NFL topic. Oh, Bill O'Hyatt again. I like that. Okay, Tomo. All right. By the way, Tomo comes up with all the names for the topics. His creativity. But look, Bill O'Brien, man, he's with the Patriots for about 5 years, from 2007 to 2012, and then he had a quick stint in Houston as coach and GM. Left there, became an OC for Alabama. Nick Saban. Now he's back with the Patriots. So we're going to talk about our reaction to that move. And then we're going to start off with Dave. Since, you know, Tony, who comes on the show, is a diehard Patriots fan, he couldn't join us today. So we're going to have his brother speak on his behalf. So Dave, talk to us.
All right. So I'm going to speak on how I feel about it first, and I'm going to just kind of sort of give you what I think my brother's doing. So I think it was, you know, just about right. I don't see why they didn't do this last season instead of having those two idiots run the offense during the offseason. I think that was just a dumb idea. That Bill Belichick had did that. I understand that he's considered the greatest coach of all time when it comes to the NFL. I mean, he does have 6 Super Bowl rings, 6. So no other head coach has that many. I mean, he also did have Tom Brady as his quarterback, so a lot of people think that was more so Brady. But I mean, if you look at those first 3 seasons, that was because of that defense and the weapons that were around him. So Bill Belichick had a lot to do with that. But Bill O'Brien, I think everyone knows he's better off as an OC than the head coach. When he was a head coach in the NFL, he wasn't that good. And when he went to Alabama, he helped improve that offense. So that's what he could do here. I mean, and then Mac Jones went to Alabama, so it's not like he doesn't know who he is, even though he wasn't there during that time. Steve Sarkisian was the quarterback when Mac Jones was there, but still, that's someone that knows that offense. So I believe that'll help them out. Now, my brother's probably like, it's about freaking time because of what happened last year. And this is kind of sort of what I was saying when it came to how Mac Jones was playing. If you look at 2 years ago, if you look at last season, not 2 years ago, last season before in his rookie season, he looked pretty good, and that's because he had an offensive coordinator. He had Josh McDaniels there, so he was able to run the offense the way that fit him. Now you put freaking Matt Patricia there. What do you expect? This is someone who's never called an offense in his entire life, and you expect him to be able to run an offense? No, that's why he failed. And I can see why he was frustrated. But even though Bailey Zapp came there looked good, you can't just go ahead and get rid of Mac Jones because he looked good the year before. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have an OC or a good quarterback coach. So I think it was just a matter of time before it happened, and it's about time.
That's good.
Coaching matters, man. That's what they say, right? And like you said, the chemistry is there. But did they do this for old boy? Why is my brain going blank?
Mac Jones.
Did they do this for Mac Jones? Who?
Mac Jones.
Who? Or Bailey Zappi? Because like when Zappi got in, he definitely made that offense look like it was still clicking, even though it was Matt Patricia. Do you really trust Bill O'Brien? Do we really trust him? Do we trust him? Because his coaching career was up and down, but do we really trust him?
As an offensive coordinator, I would say yes. As a head coach, no. But as an offensive coordinator, I would say yes. Just look at if you pay attention to what he did in Alabama, you would say yes.
Did they make a bowl?
Yeah, they won a national title.
Yeah, they won the title.
Okay, my bad, fellas. I don't watch college. I watch the episodes. Y'all both attack me, bro. Look, that's why I watch college.
That's it.
No. But y'all both like, no, they won a title. That's why I watch the college episodes. I'm not too brushed up on college football. However, I do believe some people are meant to be coordinators instead of head coaches, and hopefully
Josh McDaniels.
That is true. I was about to say my man in Arizona, who was the very first year done son.
Mm-hmm.
If this works out, we might see a second shot at him being an offensive coordinator. Because sometimes, like we said, you can lead people, but you can't lead an entire village. And in this situation, I think he can lead him. He also could be a quarterback whisperer because Deshaun Watson did have some of his best years when he was the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't the best GM, but he was doing some things. That O-line was terrible, and they were still a formidable team. He did also go out and get a wide receiver. I don't know what the relationship there is with him and Hopkins, but it's no good. People say no good. Y'all say no bueno, no bueno. I thought it was just the organization. I didn't think it was Bill O'Brien too.
He was a GM, okay. So
I mean, he could have been saving them. Like
it was him too.
All right, cool. Well, there we go. Alabama. Hopefully, Alabama got a wide receiver coming out, and that'll help too. Because it seems like once you pair these young quarterbacks with a top-notch receiver, they then excel to the next level. I'm not gonna bring up nothing from yesterday, but look at Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, so it could work out. Also, he likes running the ball too, and being up there in the AFC North, you may want to run the football. I mean, what East? My bad. I said North. I'm thinking about Burrow.
They can't last in the North. Trust me, they won't last in the North. Not with that quarterback play.
With the new OC, they might though.
But I like the move. You know, he used to be the OC in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So you can cut the lights out.
Cut the lights off.
Like the
my goddaughter keep trying to FaceTime me.
Okay.
But in 2011, that was the year that Tom Brady actually threw the most yards as a Patriot. I mean, he eclipsed that number his year last year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He threw for 5,300 yards, but in 2011, when Bill O'Brien was the OC,
So he was the most productive when he had him as his OC. And that's the year he had Hernandez and he had Gronk, which is I want to say that the tight ends that they have now are those guys, but he do have two good tight ends in Henry and John Smith. They also had Wes Welker back then. They don't have a actual guy that's like a Wes Welker right now, but they could target somebody. We know that Bill is going to have the defense top notch. I mean, there wasn't no top five defense this year, but they was eighth in yards per game, 11th in points per game, and with a better offense production, your defense will play better. They're on the field less. They have to do less, and I can attest to that. My team, the first couple of weeks, our defense was on the field the most out of any defense in the league, and everybody thought our defense was trash. But towards the end of the year, we get the most takeaways, get our sacks up and things like that. Offense plays better. That helps the defense. So I think that it's really going to help out with this team. They have good running backs. Mac Jones isn't no slouch. I like Jacoby Myers. He plays good. He's not no elite wide receiver, but he's good. They do need to pick up another elite wide receiver for Mac Jones, like Tomo just alluded to, how they did with Josh Allen, your boy in Arizona, like you just talked about. Because I think Mac Jones is pretty good. This year, his numbers and things regressed a lot due to what Dave talked about with the OC changes. But with Bill O'Brien back with Bill Belichick, the two Bills, they ready to kill. Let's get it.
Kill
Okay.
Bill.
Oh, watch out, Dolphins, and watch out, Bills, because the Jets is back and the Bill is real.
Okay, the Bill is real. Yeah,
Tony
I
not gonna
like
like that. Tony not gonna like that. He want Mac Jones out of there.
I
who?
know,
He said
man. He gonna
Tony,
he,
right?
he gonna see the
Yeah.
light. He gonna see the light. He gonna see the
Yep.
light. He gonna see
Yeah,
the light.
he need to
He
see the
probably
light.
wanted
You know
Tom
what?
Brady out of there.
I'm gonna pour the curtain for him so he can see the light for y'all. But first
Oh,
off,
don't show that
Bill,
baby, man.
nah, I'm not gonna do that. Bill O'Brien, it's a great move, I believe. I thought we all was like chirping about that, right? These past few, like couple of like a month and a half, kind of we've been talking about it. Bill, like Javon said, he was with Brady when he had his best season. He was also there when Matt Castle had 11 wins, right? They didn't make the playoff because the Jets were elite that year, but he was there when Tom Brady was hurt and they won 11 games. So I like the move. Now, Mac Jones was getting killed all last year. All right. I mean, people were trying to boycott him and bring in Zappy, who had 99 yards his first game with the overtime. They thought it was a miracle that they almost beat the Packers. All right. And we all saw who the Packers really were by the time the end of the year came. But everybody tried to get rid of Mac Jones. I just want to remind people what Mac Jones did. All right. Because pairing him up with an actual OC, he's a good quarterback. He really is. Not saying great, but he's like, listen, I tell these Patriots fans over here all the time, he's not Brady. I'm like, listen, y'all keep forgetting who Brady was when he first came in here. When he first came
Right.
to the NFL, he was not who he is today. He had an elite
Game
defense
manager.
behind him. All he had to do was manage the game and close the game in the fourth quarter. You
Te-
actually Mac Jones do a lot more than that. So don't ever try to compare him to Tom Brady because they're not in the same circumstances.
He
But
technically still doing that.
yeah, he is like now from the front. I mean he as one thing about Brady, he specialized the quarterback position. He really did. But now he just don't have the. He just not good right now. Well, he at least ain't playing good. Anyways, Matt Jones, 15th rookie to lead a team to the playoffs. That's a big deal. All right. 10th rookie to have a winning record and 8th rookie to win at least 10 games. All right. You look at Trevor Lawrence. Everybody's praising Trevor Lawrence this year, rightfully so. He had a good year. You give him a good coach, I can call good plays. He gonna play good. Remember him last year? Nobody talked about him last year.
Facts.
This year, Trevor Lawrence, 95 passer rating. Mac Jones rookie year was 92. Not big of a difference. Trevor Lawrence, 4,100 yards. Mac Jones, 3,800. Not a big difference. And don't forget, he barely threw the ball against the Bills. So imagine if he had an actual game, he actually threw the ball. Maybe he had 4,100 yards. 25 TD Trevor Lawrence, 22 Mac Jones. 66 percentage Trevor Lawrence, 67 Mac Jones, which is which is second in rookie history behind your boy Dak Prescott, by the way. All right. So Mac Jones is a good enough quarterback to win them some games, especially with Bill Belichick with that defense. They play good until they play an elite receiver. Then John Jones look terrible when they play an elite receiver. But other than that, they play good defensively. They just need an OC. Whenever you get a guy who's calling plays, who's a DC, who went to Detroit and made them worse, come on now. You know that's not a good idea. So I love the move. I think the Patriots will make the playoffs next year with this. As long as they coach the staff straight, they in the playoffs.
Yeah, that should be fine. Don't forget about my boy Kendrick Bourne. That's another receiver that plays for them. He came from San Francisco, so
that was gonna be my next
he's
comment.
nice.
Man, they got a bunch of second and third. They need a number one.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. They definitely need a number one.
Yeah.
They don't have a number one, but I'm just saying, if you have Jacoby Myers plus Kendrick Bourne, and you add a number one receiver like a D Hop, I doubt that they make that kind of move because that's not something that's not really something that Bill Belichick really does.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's possible. He did make that move from Randy Moss, but
He got Randy.
Yeah, but people forget that year he was Randy. Randy, no one wanted Randy at that time.
They got Vito Singo too. He wasn't that though. He was
I'm not gonna say
name,
nobody wanted Randy. Randy didn't want to be in Oakland. That's what it was, and they just sold him.
It was a bad stigma on him at that time.
It was. You're right. But let me say this too. What Tomo said was cool. Pairing these young quarterbacks up with a receiver, not just a receiver, a former teammate or a former alumni, whatever you want to say, right?
Or best friend.
Jamar Chase and Travis Etienne played with Trevor Lawrence, right? So you throw, and then you got Bill O'Brien coming from Alabama, and then you can get a receiver like 17, 18, 19 pick and still be a productive receiver next year. So, yeah, I think they'll be good next year.
But see, it's moments like this why the college episode is important because they tell you about them up and coming receivers that's coming in the draft.
Yes, sir.
There it is. And that college, listen, we're going to do an NFL draft live on here. So it's going to be lit. So that's an April.
Wait. We'll talk about that off air. You know how long the draft is?
This is the first round.
Oh, okay. All right.
First round.
I thought you was trying to pull ESPN, man. You're going to do all weekend.
No. It's going to be legit, too. All right. So, all right, man. The beam is lit.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
I got you. Because this is your moment. Okay, you can tell us who the Kings beat, but look, my man been on here when we graduate, like 2008.
When we graduate,
like 2008. So he's been saying like his team has not been to the playoffs or been relevant since then.
2006.
Woo! All right, I tried to give you some years. You just got older.
Now we're gonna be like the Eagles fans and make our situation look worse, so we can look good when we actually.
I ain't throwing shot. Look, they got Matt Barnes talking about him on ESPN again. I forgot he even played for the Kings. When you bring up the Kings, you think of people like Chris Webber. There we go. That time they gave Kobe food poisoning in the playoffs, but we're not gonna talk about that. But I have a dream to keep the beam alive. Joe, this is your moment. Like every time he went and found another Kings fan. I don't even know how this popped up. Like Trent just popped up out of nowhere.
He was gossiping, bro. He was gossiping.
You know what I mean? Tell us more about this beam. They've been winning. They've been beating the Lakers. They the third seed. My man told us last week, if you're in the third seed, you can't talk to him. So that's why I had to intro it. I can't talk to you after this. The floor is yours, Joe.
Hey, the beam is lit, man. We lit. But anyways, I'm excited, obviously, because of where we came from and we got now. But, we got some work to do as a King organization. So that game, we played Philly without Joel Embiid and James Harden. And we took an L. We were up by 24, and then we lost the lead, lost the intensity. They outmuscled us, and then they beat us in Sacramento, by the way. And then Memphis comes to Sacramento, and we get a notification. John Morant and Steven Adams not playing. I'm like, what's going on? Why these people ain't trying to play in Sacramento? And I wrote in the chat, it should be a blowout. We play on national television. The last time we played on national television, we beat the brakes off the Brooklyn Nets. We trying to take advantage of all the TV time we could, which the end result was a blowout. But if you actually watched that game as a Kings fan, it was so frustrating. First off, y'all, let me just talk about and give a shout out to my team, right? We had 3 players score 20 points last night. None of them was Sabonis or Fox, by the way. Harrison Barnes had 20, 6 from 9 from 3. Keegan had 20 and 9 rebounds. When I said last time, Mike Brown challenged Keegan Murray, another game, 9 rebounds. All right, he had 0 rebounds against the Lakers the first go around, and then he was 5 or 7 from 3. Trey Lyles, team high. We scored 133 points. Our team high was 24. All right, 6 from 8 from 3. Fox had 17 points, 10 assists. Sabonis another triple double, 14, 10, 11. So what I like, Mike Brown, I love Mike Brown. By the way, Mike Brown should be getting some Coach of the Year talks. All right. He challenged Malik Monk. Malik Monk, his last 4 games, y'all. Before this game, last 4 games, total 18 points, 6 from 28 from the field, which is 20%. 1 for 14 from 3, which is 7%. 9 rebounds. Now he did have 15 assists. Just how he's contributing. Like Mike Brown always says, if you're not going to shoot well, find a way to stay on the floor. You know, like contribute defensively. But he told him you gotta do more than pass the ball, Malik. You gotta rebound. If you're not gonna shoot well, you gotta at least rebound, give some effort. Malik Monk showed up yesterday off the bench, 13 points, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. That's why I love Mike Brown, bro. Mike Brown challenges our players and get the best out of all of them. All right. Now, this is what I don't like, though, y'all. In the first quarter, we tied an NBA record with most threes made in the first quarter. We hit 12 threes in the first quarter. It was 12 and 13. We shot 92% from 3, 74% from the field. We scored 47 points, had 14 assists, 100% from the free throw line, all in the first quarter. But the Grizzlies scored 33 points, shot 54% from the field, 55% from 3. That's not good.
Yeah.
Like every game we are playing, bro, we are like trying to outscore you. Like we have stretches when we play great defense, but overall, when I watch it, it's too many easy buckets in the paint. I would live with a 3. I would live with that, but not a layup after layup after layup. Then you had John Morant or Steven Adams. Why the game this close? At one point in the game, they took the lead, bro. We had 19 points in the second quarter. I just scored 47 in the first quarter. That's not good. And then the third quarter with 8 minutes left, the score was 73-71. They took the lead for the first time. Yeah. But then we got it together, and then for the rest of the game, we outscored them 62-27. All right, so we're a good team, though. I'm confident we're a good team. There are only a few teams in the West that I believe that could beat us in a 7-game series. I believe we had the best offense in the NBA, better than anybody. I just think our defense need to show up. We got to get a defender, a rim protector off the bench. Javon, I got a notification today. Orlando Magic is open to trading Mo Bamba now. They said since his minute is reclining, they are open to trading him before the deadline.
I'm packaging him up right now for you, Joe.
You got what?
I'm packaging him up right now for you, Joe.
Whoa.
You gonna get to your squad.
I'm gonna say, hold on. It's a team down there in Florida that may want him too now.
Florida, Miami.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Y'all can use Mo Bamba.
That's what
we could, but I know it wouldn't work with us. I just know it wouldn't work with us.
All right. And then look, this guy's my 1 and done. How about y'all 9 and 9? Y'all don't even get to the playoffs. How about that? You might be 1 and done in the play-in. But anyway, literally one game you're out. So I'm excited where the Kings are heading. Like I said, I think we got a great, and then like Mike Brown, bro. If Mike Brown, I think he's coach of the year. If I look at the NBA, you can say Mike Malone, but they got Jokic, potential MVP. All right. You can say Boston. Boston, which just came from the finals. What other team stands out? The Pelicans were standing out, but then they started regressing when Zion got hurt. But it's us. It's Mike Brown. Mike Brown should be coach of the year for real. Like what he did with us, with the playoff drought we're in, and we're the 3rd seed in the West. That says a lot. So that's what I got about the Kings right there.
I'm looking at this. Your whole team was they're plus minus. Everybody was pluses. Like you said, when you cut that game on, you would not think that it was going to end the way it did. Like I think at about halftime, the odds were like plus 17 or something if you were doing live betting. I took that. I said the Kings gonna cover that. They're gonna cover that, and that you did. I thank you for that. But I want to talk more about Mike Brown. Yeah, you're right. Malik Monk, didn't he play for the Lakers last year?
Oh yes, he did. Thank you, LA.
Yeah, what was he doing when he was with the Lakers?
He was a second best player behind. No, AD was hurt, but outside of AD and LeBron, he was the best player for him.
Okay, so this helps your argument that you had in the NBA chat about LeBron making people better. Because to us, it looked like he regressed a little bit once he was with the Lakers. He's playing way better than he with the Kings. Like
Oh yeah.
that effort you got last night, you can get. He had about 4 or 5 of those appearances just this season alone. That last night he had about 2 of those all season with the Lakers. I think Lakers fans correct me if I'm wrong. My man, you said it early in the season. Okay, next subject. He'll make role players better. Y'all right. But look, we talking about Mike Brown. How everybody was down on Mike Brown. I agree with you. He's definitely coach of the year. Everybody was down on him after that one what is it, Warriors game where they got killed and they was like, did you do that? Then they laughed at all of his memes when he was running in practice. He was doing the suicides. He wasn't that fast, but at least he was running, right? Mike Brown just has a way of connecting with players. I'm glad Fox finally got a coach that believed in him because he's a player that definitely needed somebody to just give him that spunk. Because other than that, we would have just seen him start to decline. And now he's back at a high, showing him what he's made of. Sabonis was a good pickup. Like you said, you definitely do need a big man. I don't know if it's going to be Mo. I don't know if y'all can go get a Dwight Howard. Just somebody
No,
that
we
can
don't
help.
need Dwight.
I said just help with rebounds, okay? Not offensively. You just need somebody in there, another vet that could just show you like, hey, grabbing these boards, 133 could have been almost 200. Y'all have done it before. So I'm happy for you, man. As a Wizards fan, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I definitely want to give Mike Brown more props.
Hey, that was funny.
There's a lot of people that tries to say Mike Brown is not a good coach, all because he coached LeBron. People forget that when he coached LeBron, that team led the league in defense more than one time. So that is coaching. That's not LeBron James. That's coaching. So, and that's no slouch on LeBron. That's not to say LeBron is not a good defender, because he is. That's not to say that at all. But Mike Brown is a good coach in this league, and he has been for a while. He was just handed teams that didn't have a good roster. So that's not necessarily on him. But look at what he's doing with the Kings team that has he has De'Aaron Fox, he got Harrison Barnes, Kevin Huerter, Sabonis. He has players on that team that's willing to fight for him. And look at this team. No one that I know had the Kings this high in the season. No one.
Not even me.
Not even Joe. A lot of people didn't even have them making the play in. And they're third in the West. So there's not much you can really say. But Joe, I kind of want to say that your team played good defense last night, because in the first half it didn't look so good, but you only allowed 39 points in the second half.
Yeah, we picked it up.
We
allowed 10 points in the fourth quarter.
That's it. Only 10 points in the fourth quarter. So that means your defense is improving, just like you thought it would. So, and that's a testament to Mike Brown and all the stuff that he's doing that a lot of people might not like. The beam might get annoying every now and then, but hey, we understand it. We totally understand it. And then the defensive player of the game award, that's helping out the team, because that shows that you're believing in your team. That's like how I told you before, University of Miami had this turnover chain. Whenever we got a turnover, you got a turnover chain, and it made the defense play better. Now, the thing is, of course, Miami didn't become didn't go to the playoff, but hey, it made them feel that someone believed in them, and that's what you want. That's what you need in this kind of game, especially when the Kings have, like you said, haven't been to the playoffs since 2006. So, hey, props to you.
That was nice. Everybody was, giving props.
Okay.
Coach Brown.
Hey man, our team's not good, okay? At least y'all two teams is good.
My team got the worst record right here.
But you got hope. You got hope.
So I want some pushback on one thing. I don't think Brown always been a good coach with the Cavs. I think he was overrated with the Lakers. He didn't know what he was doing. I think he learned to become a good coach. That stint with the Warriors is really what made him a great coach. That system in Golden State, it's been shown in Sacramento. When you say, Joe, the ball movement, the screens, the talking, it's not a one-man show. That like Sabonis is playing like that Draymond role, even though he can shoot some threes every once in a while. So, but y'all are a good team. I like the tendencies that I'm seeing from your team. Y'all play hard on both ends. Y'all Y'all rebound like everybody as a collective. Y'all rebound. I do think, like you said, y'all need some size down low because in the playoffs, the games do slow down a bit and teams tend to attack the basket a bit more. Like Luca, you got Jokic to deal with. If LeBron them get in, you got LeBron and AD to deal with. So, but it's a player I want to highlight here. And you know, I'm a UNC Tar Heel for life, and I want to talk about my boy Harrison Barnes. Now, Harrison Barnes, since he left Golden State that year, they lost to Cleveland when Kyrie and Braun beat him. He got a lot of slack for that because he missed a lot of wide open shots.
He
I'm
did.
not gonna lie, he missed a lot of wide open shots, so he got a lot of slack for that. They got rid of him. He went to Dallas. He had like 20 points per game, 18, 17, moved around. Now he with the Kings.
He
And
got
this
traded at
year,
halftime, right? No, he
He
got
got
traded
traded
before the
during
game. Yeah,
No, during
I
the
think
game though.
I think
It
it was
during
during the game,
it
right?
was during the game. It was
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
They subbed him out, so
He-
he got traded.
See,
So see.
this year though, this guy been balling. I
Mm-hmm.
want to particularly talk about this month. This man
Mm-hmm.
been on the test. For this month, Harrison Barnes is averaging 21 points. He's shooting 50% from the field, 53%, let me say that. And guess what he's shooting from the three? Same thing, 53%. He is playing lights out for these guys. And I want to give this guy some props because I thought it was over for him. I'm a huge UNC fan, and he let me down at UNC. He wasn't taking over like he was supposed to. Get to the Warriors, he didn't play his role as well as he could have. But now with the Kings, he's looking like the vet that they need. A three that can defend, hit some shots, score some buckets, and also rebound. So I like what the Kings are going. Like I said, Joe, y'all do need to get a big. If y'all don't get a big, then y'all gonna be fighting. Y'all gonna have to really score a lot of points to win. So I like what y'all saying. Congratulations. I'm trying to climb up there with y'all. We still climbing, but keep it going. Like the big.
Hey,
Hey,
bro, y'all more than just brothers, bro. I thought that was Joe, bro.
yeah, you did. You did. I know. It did. We did sound the same. Hey, I do. I got one. I do want to say this now. Harrison Barnes started off bad to start the season off. Like I remember going to that Clippers game, bro. He was like 0 from 4 from 3. I remember it was talks like what's going on with Harrison Barnes, but Harrison Barnes slows the game down for us. Like he's a vet for us, you know. But I got a little pushback what you said about Mike Brown. I'm not gonna say he was a bad coach. He is a much better coach. But he didn't learn that system with Steve Kerr. He was with Popovich before he was with Steve Kerr. He was with Popovich for him and Steve Kerr were together with Popovich for years. But this is the first time he's coaching a team without a big personality. He coached LeBron James, which is a team that's revolving around LeBron. LeBron can't play this offense we in right now. He needs the ball in his hands.
That's
He
true.
also coached Kobe for like 5 games. He didn't coach the full season. So after that, he went to the Warriors and reiterated what he already learned with Popovich. But now you got like a Steph Curry, you got the work. He got a Fox, So and the Draymond Green and the Sabonis. So I think that he's gotten better over the years, but I never thought he was a bad coach. Also, coming to the season, he was 15th most winningest coach in NBA history. You know what I mean? So that don't have my accident, bro. Like, cause Cleveland was Cleveland, but when he got there, they were the number 1 seed.
But that's go ahead.
I give
Yeah.
you. I'm sorry. Now I'm not trying to say he was a bad coach. I wouldn't put him as a top coach. For
I
example,
got you.
Eric
I'm with
Spoelstra,
that.
when he was with the first guy with the Heat, he was never looked at as a good coach. It was until LeBron and them left, and he had to prove that he can coach without that. Now, like Mike Brown could have always been a good coach, but he was never able to prove it. Like you said he had the winningest something, the winningest percentage,
Yeah.
but you just say he had big personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Now that can be a reason why he won. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that now he's with the Kings is showing how he never was a bad coach to me. I never thought he was a good coach. Like I look at him now, I never looked at him like that in the past. This stint with the Kings shows me that he's a good coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I just
I was
think
going to add to that. Yeah. I was
I
going to
just
add
think.
to that.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, because I was going to add to that because you said that stint with the Spurs and that stint with the Warriors. But you got to think Steve Kerr played for for the Spurs in 1.2. So
Mm-hmm.
that right there kind of because I said the same thing about Steve Kerr. I was like, he's not a good coach. He just got good players. And then the KD thing, after KD left and Steph got hurt, and that's that season where he had to actually show that he was a good coach. I was like, okay, I got to give him his props now because their offense is what? Screens, Steph running around 4 people wide open shoot. Same thing with Clay, but they had to slow the game down. Jordan Poole, like you could see how he actually invests and pours into his players because Jordan Poole wouldn't be Jordan Poole on any other team. We saying the same thing about what Mike Brown is doing with the Kings. There's certain players on that team that we thought were castaways. Harrison Barnes is one of them. Sabonis to Indiana was a castaway. The league at some point thought Darian Fox was going to be a castaway, and now look at all of them showing and proving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get
I, go ahead.
I get your point now, Vaughn, when you said that when you brought up Eric Spoelstra, because a lot of people was definitely putting Eric Spoelstra down, saying that he wasn't a good coach because he
I was one of them.
the big three,
Same.
because he coached the big three. But I saw what he did, even though we didn't make the playoffs. I saw what he did that season after when we still had D Wade and Bosh was had to leave because of because of his throat.
Blood clot. Yeah.
Blood clots in his throat, and that team still fought. And that season when we I believe we missed the playoffs, but we won our last 21 games with him as the head coach without a superstar. So I was like, okay, I know I got a good coach. All you gotta do is put some players around him that believe in the system, and he'll be good. So I definitely understand what you're saying.
I think it's the way we should reword it. I don't think it's fair to say they were a bad coach only because they had a superstar. We should say that this is reaffirming that he is a good coach versus he was not good because he had LeBron and D Wade. We can't say that because what's the name? Pat Riley confirmed that he was a good coach. They tried to get him to step down. He was like, nah, y'all got your coach right there. And then they overcame it, they won. And then LeBron leaves and he still looks good. So I think with LeBron not there, it's reaffirming that he is a good coach. Because Ty Lue is also a good coach.
Yeah.
Like LeBron was not winning with a bad coach. He had to have a good coach. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. And LeBron was still young too at that time. I mean, he was 7 years in, 8 years in, I think. So he wasn't like LeBron today, when LeBron's like a freaking encyclopedia when it comes to the NBA.
But that's a bad thing. That's a bad trait of his too, and it ruins coaches because he almost did that with Spoelstra because his IQ was so high that he don't trust the coaches at times.
Man, Ty Lue, they said
Yeah.
Ty Lue was stretched out, bro.
Nah. So
Ty Lue had to roll out. Yeah, but the public didn't know how good exactly. But you can't say that he was bad because he had LeBron. That's all I'm saying. Let's say now if LeBron leaves and he was bad, then you could be like, that's a bad coach. But LeBron leaves and he gets back to the finals. Obviously, he learns as he coaches, but he's a good coach. He always been.
And that was also split too, because most of the world was like, well, Pat Riley is redeemed to be Pat Riley. So most people was like, if he respects him, then we kind of got to give him a shot.
That's what I'm saying. Like Pat Riley was like, I'm not stepping down. You know what I mean? You know how bad he wanted to win. He's like, I'm not stepping down. I'm gonna let he got LeBron and D Wade. Come on, Pat Riley would definitely he just coached D Wade and Shaq and won championships. So he's like,
yeah. And remember at that time he stepped down because our coach was Stan Van Gundy, and he was like, nah, get Stan Van Gundy out here. I'm gonna come down and coach.
There it is. Yeah. So yeah. All right, let's go to the next topic. I'm excited. We spent a lot of time with the Kings, but we gotta move forward. All right, we gotta move forward. So let's go to our next topic, and it's Javon's squad. Orlando Magic. Okay, Mo Magic. So look, y'all, Jonathan Isaac played his first game. I do, once you talk about that, but I also want to talk about y'all sweeping the Celtics, man. I know y'all got a hit out on Eddie House right now. Eddie House talking crazy last time y'all played on, and y'all went back and beat him again. So, and you know me, I'm in the Boston area. I know a bunch of Celtics fans. I follow all of them on Snapchat. I just wrote all of them tough loss. They're doing it too. So let's talk about that, Javon.
Well, first I want to shout out my man J.I. Welcome back. 2 years. I don't know if a lot of people are not familiar with him, but he's another one of the guys that I was talking about. 6'10", can kind of do it all. Yesterday he played 10 minutes, scored 10 points, got a steal. He redirected plenty of shots at the rim. He's going to be a key piece for us. I'm sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed. I like what I saw yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. So I just want to speak on this guy. His potential, man. He can literally check 1 through 5. Literally. He's one of the 3 players in NBA history to record this stat line right here: 13 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 blocks, and 3 steals. I mean, that's just stat stuffing. I mean, he can check anybody. With him, Paulo, and Franz out there, those are three guys that are 6'10" or taller and can slide their feet, can contest shots. It's just a lot going on right now in Orlando. I just recently went to the game here when we played the Wizards, and the coaching was terrible. I saw it in first hand. It was just terrible. But yesterday against the Celtics, it was a lot better, I must say. Paulo, Franz, Wendell, and Markel Fultz all played 30 minutes. I think it's one of the first games I ever seen that happen. That is what should happen. Those are our four best players. They should be on the court the longest. Cole Anthony played 23 minutes off the bench. Him and Markel Fultz are two guards that need to play the most minutes, and that's what happened yesterday. So we are right now, I believe, with 3 games, I believe, out of the play-in. We're like a 2 games behind the Wizards and then right behind the Bulls. The good thing is we got the Bulls coming up, we got the Heat coming up. So I'm excited though, but welcome back, J.I. We still trying to get things together to be that play-in team that I was hoping for. So by the All-Star break, which is a couple weeks away, we should see what's going on.
Look, man, I think the Magic suffer from the same thing the Wizards used to suffer from. They play up to their competition, and then they play down to their competition. And for years, remember back to the episode we had when you was explaining why you became a Magic fan, and I told you why I don't like the Magic now. Because y'all will always be that one team that the Wizards would play down to when they would be up. They would be on a rise to like the playoffs. They'd go down to Orlando, and then next thing you know, y'all dog is by 20. It felt good to see that flip for the first time, where it was like, okay, the Wizards do have, on paper, a better team than you all. But you all have been playing higher to your competition at times, i.e. why you swept the Celtics. You came in, and your coaching, for you all to get out-coached by the Wizards right there just lets us know that you didn't want to come to play that game. So that felt good on that point. However, you're two spots back. Y'all got this. You're going to make the play-in. The Wizards are slowly but surely, like I told people, they're blowing this up. They're trying to find ways to just blow this up. So now's your time. And with those youngins and everything they did yesterday, matter of fact, just think your coach needs to do this. Every time we go out there, everybody got on green. I promise you, y'all going to win 13 games straight.
See, now, Eddie House did that to the Celtics. We beat them. Then he said, we trash Pharrell. And then we had to beat him again. Then he was like, we still trash. What did he say? Y'all like the third worst team in the league right now. Third worst record. So that's why we beat the Celtics that bad. Eddie House put that battery in our back. And what you said about us always beating y'all, I don't know. I think Kuzma done figured it out because we can't stop Kuzma for some reason. He just do whatever he wants when he play us now.
He trying to get paid, bro. That's all. Kuzma still mad Rui got sent to LA and not him.
They want to keep him. Okay, Dave.
Might as well keep him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about y'all coming to Miami to beat Miami, but we kind of own Florida right now. We have for a little while now, but I'm not too happy about my team right now. So we're not gonna talk about Miami. We're just gonna talk about Orlando.
Y'all play Boston tonight, so
yeah, that's a loss.
Dang, y'all beating this year.
They missing like 4 players. Yeah,
my man said, "God."
Hey, I'm just saying.
Man, I don't want to listen. If y'all turn the season around, I don't want to hear you celebrating at all.
He not. Look at the 49ers. They about to go to the Super Bowl. They still got the same voice. Yesterday was an anomaly. Yesterday was an anomaly.
It's after the W.
You know what? Listen, you the only enemy I got. I hope they won. I hope y'all win.
You just won.
So I can talk trash to you.
I know how to get that. Where's Link?
Can you find him for us? Like,
he knows.
He ain't coming back. Link ain't coming back. He ain't coming back.
Yeah. I think Link found Worm. That's why Worm won this.
He linking arms with Worm.
Hey, go ahead. But yeah.
To be honest, I like this Magic team. I'm not gonna lie. They have a lot of good players on that team. I said this before. They got Jalen Suggs. They got Cole Anthony, Paolo, who came from Duke. Gotta say that. Since you had to mention North Carolina, I gotta mention my Duke boy.
I don't care about Duke.
Maryland sucks. Whatever.
You
But,
got you sick, David?
no. That's just gotta.
That's his
He
thing, you
said
know.
Duke. He said Duke and got sick. Caught a cold.
I said North Carolina got sick. That's what that. But nah, man, Orlando definitely has a chance to make the play. And I mean, the East is really not. It's not great, so it's not like it's hard to get into the play-in tournament in the East. But that's also not to say that the Magic's not a good team. I mean, you got to be good enough to sweep the Celtics. The Celtics is the team that represented the East in the finals last year. So if you're able to sweep that team, and that team has been on a high, where they've been up and down as the year has changed, but this is one of the best teams in the East, and you're able to sweep them. That shows a testament to your team. And I think Vaughn can agree. If they had a better coach, they would probably be in a better position right now. If they
We'll
had,
be lighting the beams.
if they had,
No, for
if
real. I want
they had
that.
if they had a Eric Spoelstra kind of a coach, they would be up there right now because they have the players around that need that are able to do it. And I mean, what if you think about if you just think about the team as a total, what do they need as far as players? They don't. It's not players necessarily that they need. They have the players that's in the spot. They just need to get more chemistry, more experience, and they need a coach that to help them out. And they don't have that coach right now. That's not to say that their coach is trash. I mean, he's an NBA coach, so he's okay, but he's just not what they need right now.
Like imagine if they had a Mike Brown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This you don't necessarily need like a superstar kind of a head coach. You don't need like a Steve Kerr or a Greg Popovich kind of coach. You need someone that's going to come in there, relate to the players, and let them know
Sound
that hey, I
sad.
believe in you.
Hey. Stop, Joe. Stop. Okay. It's personal. Stop. Sam Cassell is not going to get a head coaching job because the league don't want him to do it, bro.
All right. Are you finished, David?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. So look, Javon, y'all got a coaching issue, man. I'm with you, man. So look, I was looking at y'all numbers before we came on the show. Y'all are third last in assists per game, and a lot of that got to do with coaching. You know, unless you got a dominant superstar like Luka, who's last in assists per game, by the way, or you just a bad team like Houston, Detroit. Those teams don't pass, are not good in assists. The only anomaly for bad teams that assist the ball is the Spurs because of Popovich. But y'all third last in assists. And then look, Javon, I don't know if you know this. Look at this. Y'all lineup, right? This lineup right here. Where is that? This lineup right here. Gary Harris, Markel Fultz, Wendell Carter Jr., right?
France.
France Wagner and
Paolo.
Paulo Banchero. Those five. They have the 10th best plus minus in the NBA. As
Oh,
far
I
as that
know.
lineup.
I
And
know.
and three people in the top 10, Denver has three of those lineups. So really they top seven. You look at the far as team wise. And guess what, Javon? They only play 9 games together. That's it. 9 games together when they was on a lineup at the same time. 9 games. I don't know how many games Markel Fultz been back. You know what I mean? I don't know who hurt, whatever. All right. Look, Tom wants to see
Hey,
the
bro. That's crazy.
That's Worm. Worm got the same team to do. Worm's a Spurs fan and Cowboy fan. But anyway, all right. So look, but yeah, Javon, I like y'all got too much talent. And one thing
Yeah.
you said to me about Paulo, the way they use Paulo is terrible. All right, like
Terrible.
he has so like his moves in the low post, he got the size, all that stuff. He get the ball out on the wing, and they try to run pick and roll with Paulo. I'm like, use his size. When you run a pick and roll, you're not really using my size. So I think that, like, I think Paulo could be like a at times how Carmelo was getting his buckets,
Yep.
right?
Yes. Mid
Kind of like in a
post.
low post, as a like in like mid low post, and then he just do his thing in the post, you know. So, but I like y'all team. Y'all future is so bright. Y'all got a lot of assets, people y'all can move around. Bo's a beast. Just that yesterday game, he had one bucket, I think, but the bucket was tough. Like it was a tough bucket, you know. So y'all got a good squad, man. And I'm pulling for y'all. I think that I said on IG, I think y'all a year or two away for real with the right coach to be challenging to be a Eastern Conference champion contender. Like be one of those teams that's gonna be contending for the Eastern Conference Finals.
I wouldn't say a year or two. Well, unless you count next year.
Now not next
I
year.
think I think
Next year,
going
the after
into
that.
next year they'll do it. I think if their franchise is smart enough, they'll go get them a coach. Then they'll be one of them teams up there, kind of like what the Bulls did last year when they got Lonzo before he got hurt.
See, we're not gonna get a new coach. I can see it happening now. This is second
Oh
year
yeah,
coaching.
2 years.
Um, the team likes him. The organization likes him. We're already on pace to get more wins this year than last year. I mean, I look in these magic chats and I go off about us not winning now, and they like, dude, you gotta be patient and gotta be happy with where we at now. We're better than last year. No, I'm not. That's unacceptable. When I see a talented team that we have, and I see teams like the Pacers getting W's, OKC getting W's, like we can get W's too.
True.
Straight.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry. The Wizards, no disrespect, we can get W's too.
Nah,
Like,
for real.
so it's coaching. Like, we're one of the tallest teams in the league. We should be punishing people at the rim, punishing them like nonstop. Our starting five, I don't think nobody is 6'3" or shorter. I think everybody's like 6'5" or taller in our starting five. So
And with y'all size, y'all should be a great defensive team too. That's the
Yeah.
beauty of
yeah,
Boston. They got length. That's why
Yeah.
we like. That's why we think Boston is really good because they got guards with length. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
We're gonna
I
see.
mean, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So let's go to our last topic. We're gonna talk about the Lakers trading with the Wizards. All right. First time, we're gonna let you kick off with this one. Mainly, we're gonna talk about the Lakers. Will this get them over the hump? Not to win a championship, but to get them over the hump into the playoffs. But I want to get your reaction. We didn't get yours yesterday. Your reaction to this trade. Talk to us.
You got the sensor machine?
As a
Because that was the dumbest bleep I ever seen, bro. This organization is terrible. Terrible. Then it comes out on Bleacher Report, right? That they declined the 3-team trade that was going to send Rui, I think, to Phoenix when all they wanted back was still 3 second-round picks and some money. The Tommy Shepard, bro. That's why I said he's done, son. We're terrible at drafting second-round picks. You
I think
know?
everybody is.
No, but we're
Well,
terrible at it. Like, we are terrible. Like, there's some second-round picks that's still in the league. Like, the other day I seen the Magic
Draymond.
playing. I thought Admiral Schofield was out of the league. I didn't even know he was still here. He drafted Admiral Schofield and told us that he was going to be the next sharpshooter. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it with this team. They trade Rui, right? Because Rui said, I want to be somewhere that wants me. They weren't going to pay him. Meanwhile, Kuzma's on the other side of the locker room telling some, hey, bro, I'm out. And they like, nah, we trying to trade him. We trying to save him, so take him off the trade market. Backwards. Kuzma's telling you to your face, I'm out of here. Meanwhile, you have the rookie that you drafted, sold us, and brought in the whole fan base because that's what Ted wanted. He only drafted Rui because of the fan base, the diversity. Chinatown, Rui's from China. He can ball. Got the Jordan brand behind him. He said, look, I'll be here if you all want me here. He started coming off the bench because he had his mental thing. Then he came back, started averaging 13 points off the bench. Rui's a starter in this league. He's a starter. As much as I had my faults with him, but he's a starter in this league.
Yes.
The year that they traded John Wall for Russ came in, and every rookie that we had, now that's a leader. All that stuff I was talking in the chat yesterday, I was joking. Russ is a leader. He took all them rookies under his wing and gave them that dog mentality. Like Denny wasn't balling the way he was. He was playing soft. He looked like he lost his shot and he started driving more. Rui, definitely, he told Rui, look, bro, you're one of the best players on this team. Step it up. You send Rui back to LA with Russ. We had Thomas Bryant, another player who was a castaway. Come to the Wizards, they made him look good. You back in LA. Troy Brown, same situation in LA, and they all with Russ again. Russ gonna have them youngins coming off the bench. The Lakers might make a play in. They might if they don't mess it up because they love LeBron so much. But they have the Wizards starting 5 on their bench, and that team made the playoffs. They just don't have Bill. We went to the playoff. We snuck into the playoffs, lost to the 76ers. Franchise is dumb. 3 second-round picks. What you going to do with the second-round picks? What you going to do? You have nothing else on this roster to trade for. Nobody's going to take them picks off you. Kendrick Nunn is not going to give you anything. You can't flip it. Rui had the highest trade value, and you went and got Kendrick Nunn in 3 picks. You could have got almost any other player. At least had the phone call. to where you can have him on the line to make something happen. You could have packaged Will Barton with Rui and probably got something better than that.
Yeah.
But look on the bright side though.
What bright side, Joe?
I'm
There's
not
no
sure
bright
what
side.
Kendrick Nunn. I'm not sure what Kendrick Nunn's contract look like. I'm not
There's no
sure.
bright side, Joe.
I don't know. But y'all wasn't gonna pay Rui, so he's gonna y'all got rid of him. I think Nunn probably got an expiring contract. I don't know. Y'all might trade Bill. If y'all do all these things, y'all gonna have some money next year, coming next summer.
Joe, you're
I'm
better
just
off.
saying, like,
I see what you're saying, and you sound like the old Wizards fan that I used to be. It's not
oh
here
yeah,
no more. He not here no more. He
I
gone.
got you. You've been through this before, probably. Okay,
Yes.
I got you. See,
When
I
Russ
don't.
came
Yeah,
here, they traded the staple of the Wizards away because of a gangbang video. When John Wall threw up the signs, they
yeah.
traded him, right? Granted, he couldn't
Mhm.
stay healthy. They brought Russ in. Russ stayed here for 1 year and told them, I'm out.
What did y'all get for Russ though? Y'all traded Russ
We
and
just
got
got
what?
John Wall. I mean,
No, I'm
no,
talking
or when we
about what
traded
y'all
Russ. Oh,
got.
that's when we got Kuzma.
Okay,
Uh,
okay, yeah, that's right.
we got who else who came over in that? It was a lot of Lakers. We got a
Y'all got
whole
Wilson and let him go. Now he balling in Denver. Caldwell Pope.
yep,
Yep.
KCP.
Yep.
We
That's
traded
a cap him.
KCP
Yeah, tripping.
for Monty Morris and Will Barton, and look what they doing.
But like like I said, man, I watch y'all. Y'all have flashes. Y'all
They
look
do.
good.
It's like
Y'all just
Kodak
not.
camera flashes.
That's not consistent. But I don't know.
Exactly.
Can I go second on this one?
You
Let
you
me go second
can,
on this
but
one.
it's. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Kendrick Nunn came over. He day to day. Like you could trade Bill, but my whole logic behind the trade is, and what you were saying is, trade the guy who says he doesn't want to be here with with the same value as Rui. Kuzma said he don't want to be here, and he's balling enough that you could have made a potential deal and got something better too. Or you could have did the same thing. I think the fan base would have been okay with that because the fact that we know Kuzma said he's not coming back, so we like, you know what, we're good. Rui told the public, I want to be somewhere where I'm wanted. All the Wizards had to do was act like they wanted him.
And he did draw the season high too. But yeah, Christian Nunn's a restricted. He's a free agent next year, so his done fall in the books. Yeah, you're right. He's like, no, forget, no, Mitch is two. You going way back. Well, Mike Bibby, Mike Bibby. But
That ain't mixed though.
I know, right? Now the Lakers, right? The Lakers, where they made the playoffs with Rui. It would be a now if they do. I know you said Westbrook and all that stuff. Westbrook is LeBron. LeBron is the and Darvin Ham. I'll give Darvin Ham did a good job. They play hard every night. They really do. You know they're a good offensive team. They score points, and LeBron is playing out of his mind. All right, we don't know what AD is gonna happen. We're gonna come back on that. So I'm looking at the Western Conference. And I'm looking at but the Kings. We're By the way, somebody in the NBA chat said, "Y'all better not lose tonight." A Laker fan. I'm like, we can lose the next 6 games. Y'all still gonna be ahead of. All right, so relax. So we 2 games ahead of Pelicans. The Pelicans 2 games ahead of Dallas, and then between that, from fifth to where the Lakers are 12, is literally one loss in the loss column that separates all of them. So the Lakers get on a little 5-game, 6-game win streak and have everybody between them at least lose 1 or 2 games in those 6 games, man, they could be in the playoffs picture.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. It's just that would have happened. Because LeBron James, is he going to play every game rest of the season? That's a no. He's not going to play no back-to-backs. LeBron's going to sit out wins a back-to-back. AD, what is his health looking like? We don't know. It's an unknown. Plus, Rui got to get ingrained into the offense. We don't know how that's going to look. I mean, of course, we're going to assume they're going to look great, but we don't know, So they might could make the play-in. I'm going to say that. A play-in, but I still don't think they're going to make the playoffs because I think Portland is behind them, but I think Portland will get in there before them.
Yeah.
Phoenix is about to get healthy. The reason why Phoenix is out right now because Devin Booker has been injured and Chris Paul. Chris Paul just got back, and they beat the brakes off Memphis. Memphis came back, but that was with y'all. They was up like 30 against Memphis. So I look at a team like that. So I don't think they will make the playoffs. And then you got Golden State's in that 10th. I mean, are they gonna stay there? I don't think so. So I'm gonna say no. They're not gonna make the playoffs. But I do think that it makes them better for next year if LeBron can maintain this play next year.
I think they can make the play in for sure. I think that's a certainty for me. I think it's certain that they'll make the play in. because the teams that are in front of them are OKC, like you said, Golden
Balling.
State, Minnesota, Phoenix, and Utah. I don't think Minnesota's going to stay there.
But you got
Minnesota,
to think Minnesota got Cat right now.
I get it, but I don't think
He's
Minnesota's.
coming back too.
I agree with Dave.
I
But
don't.
I'm with y'all though.
I don't think Minnesota's going to stay there. I really don't. I don't think that team's good enough. They were better last year before they made that trade for Rudy Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
They gave away too many of their role pieces that helped them get to the playoffs last year, and
Yeah.
now they're suffering that right now. Because at this point last year, weren't they a top 4 seed?
Nah, they wouldn't.
No, they
Nah,
made the
they were
play-in.
playing team.
Okay, yeah, that's right. But still, what I'm saying is, they don't look as good as they did last year. Not to me. Now the other teams, I can see them. Like I think the Lakers that have a battle with OKC getting to the play-in. I think that'll probably be their biggest challenge. Um, but other than that, I think they can make. I think they can make a play-in for sure. Especially if AD comes back with Rui now at it. You don't have Kendrick Nunn is there. Is not there. He wasn't giving them anything anyway. Now you got somebody who just put up a 30 piece the game before he got traded. So I definitely think that they're going to make it the play in playoffs. I don't know because it's a lot that has to do with that for them to be able to make that because you got, like you said, you got Dallas, the Clippers, Utah, and Phoenix. All those are the 4 teams that I see right there that can at least make that are in fight for that 5 and 6 seed. I don't think the Lakers are going to be able to make that jump. But playing, I think that's guaranteed. I think it's a guarantee that they'll make the play in.
I don't know, man. OKC, bro, they've been playing a lot better lately. They switched some things up. OKC is a big team. They doing what Orlando should be doing. Oh, they got a tall team. They point guard is Giddy basically. Shea is about like 6'6", right? You don't look like it, but he is 6'6". And I know. So like right now, I think they need last like 12 games. They only lost 3 games. They lost to us, Miami, and I forgot who the other team was. And they just beat Denver yesterday, I think, so 2 days ago. So this is OKC is trending up right now. So I don't know, but I don't think it's certain. I think they can make the play in, but I don't think it's certain though.
I think this comment is a little iffy. Lakers are not known to draft players. They're known to trade players and get free agents, not necessarily draft players. Other than Magic Johnson, who else did they draft? Okay, but they traded him. He wasn't good.
D'Angelo Russell
Traded
him.
They don't. Everybody.
Yeah, they trade everybody. They win championships.
Trading them.
Traded them away. They make runs when they make trades and get free agents, not who they draft. So that's cap.
That's cap. But yeah, A+ trade for the Lakers, I think. I'm gonna talk about the Wizards first. When y'all first got Rui, I was disappointed in y'all because y'all wasn't using him right out the gate.
Facts.
His mid range is top tier.
Facts.
That's the best part of his game. If you pick, that's how he dropped 30 on us last game. He was hitting the midi, get to his spot, pull up and shoot. But they didn't cater to that. Guys like Bradley Beal want to jack up shots and stuff like that. So I'm happy he left, to be honest.
Me too, bro. Me too.
Far as the Lakers making it, I think they can make the playoffs. And here's why. Right now they're missing Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, Lonnie Walker.
Austin Reeves. He's not no 30-point, but he's an intangible guy. He's the glue guy for them. He hustles. He makes the right plays for them. He's that guy on the team that he knows what everybody can do, so he's gonna feed them. Like he know Braun is Braun. He know, AD's AD. So he gonna feed them, and he gonna hustle. He gonna do his part. And they missing that. And they're missing AD. If they get their guys back, even if they don't get AD back, I think they can make a push with those other 3 guys with the Rui involved to make it in. Here's the teams that I don't have faith in that's gonna make it and will get them a chance to get in. And that's the Utah Jazz and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like Dave said, that Gobert trade was trash. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Even if Cat comes back, I think that their offense isn't good enough to compete in the West. I just don't. I don't think so. I don't think they can score enough points. Utah, they start off very good. Markkanen having a heck of a season. John Clarkson's balling. The rookie Kessler, he's making a name for himself. but I don't think that they're going to sustain that either. Like you said, Phoenix been hurt, the Lakers are hurt, Golden State's been hurt, the Pelicans been hurt. So once teams start to get healthier, and once that switch get turned on after the All Star break, you know what Bron said last year, he ain't missing the playoffs no more, and I mean him, and I think he meant that. So the addition to Rui, having Rui on the team, he's not just another guy that can put the ball in the basket. He doesn't need a guy to help him put the ball in the basket. He can do it on his own. One thing I do want to see him do, I want to challenge him on a just defensive end and also on the rebounder more. But I like it. I think this is what move that the Lakers needed. They needed somebody they can rely on to at least score 10 points a game, and they have that in Rui. So I'm happy for Rui. I'm not as happy for the Lakers because I really don't care about the Lakers. But
And
for
another
this
thing,
topic, I think they can make it.
the Lakers are getting now, they actually got a 3-point shooter because Rui was leading the Wizards in 3-point percentage since he's
killed
been
us.
here.
Yeah, he can
So
shoot.
yeah,
That's best part of his game is shooting, especially
yeah,
that midi. It's
He a
crazy.
baller,
yeah.
man. He a baller.
Yeah.
The Lakers.
And then Link, we're gonna do an episode where we're gonna get those predictions, right? Who can come out the East? Real quick, Javon, with Lonnie Walker, the Lakers are 13-19. Without Lonnie Walker, they 9-6. With Austin Reeves, they 17-19. Without him, they 5-6. So it's kind of like I don't think Lonnie Walker, because he can't shoot. Lonnie Walker's not a shooter. He's more of a slasher. So like defensively, I'll give you that. Defensively, I think they will be better. But LeBron, I'm playing better with what's cuz name?
Troy Brown.
Yeah, Brown and the other kid. I think his name Chris, something like that. I can't think of his name right
Gabriel?
now.
Max
Not
Christie.
Gabriel.
Oh, Christie. Max
Yeah.
Christie.
Those are two shooters. They actually play better with LeBron offensively than these two guys. You know, because
LeBron's win when he has shooters.
that's what I'm saying. So when Lonnie Walker comes back defensively, I think they will. Him and Austin Reed, they'll get better. And Austin Reed's a smart player too. He don't make a lot of mistakes, but they'll get better defensively. But offensively, they're playing really good with these guys.
I
Offensively,
agree. They can score the ball. My problem with the Lakers is they have guys out there that don't do nothing sometimes. Like
Yeah,
they're just
yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Like Austin Reeves and Lonnie Walker, they're gonna do something out there. Like
Mhm.
they're gonna be productive in some way. And I think the biggest problem for the Lakers really because they're in a lot of games. It's
They
down the
are.
stretch they can't close. Like
Mhm.
LeBron, I forgot what game I was watching, but LeBron jacked up a three when the game was like going back and forth. It's like, nah, y'all down like five. A three would cut it to two, but keep the momentum going. Go to the cup, get a bucket, and keep it going back and forth. Because you shoot a three, you miss a three. Now they score. That's a 5 point swing instead of it. Like
That's
so
that
stuff
old
like
age.
that.
That's that
Or
old age,
Westbrook
man.
turning over the ball at the end, taking bad shots at the end. So like at the end of the game, I think the superstars have to play better for
Yeah,
them to win more games. But Rui is gonna help them be in more games, and that their biggest problem to me was just having guys out there doing nothing.
yeah, yeah.
Sounds like Miami.
Oh my goodness.
All right, y'all.
That's Kyle Lowry.
All right, let's wrap this up, y'all. It's 5:10, 5:11. All right, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this video with somebody that you know personally so they can go back and watch this. And we're gonna break this up today so you can watch each segment individually. Also, Tom, real quick, go with those IG chats that we have.
Of course, man. The chats, man. We got the NFL chat, we got the NBA chat, we got the college football chat, we got the college basketball chat, we got the MLB chat, we have the boxing chat.
Woo.
To yourself, you may be like, "Damn, that's a lot of chats." But hey, when you talking sports, you already know you gotta break them up sometimes. If we had one general chat, we probably never be on Instagram again.
Chat it up.
Hey, I like that. I like that. That's how we need to intro them from now on.
Yeah,
If you want to be a part of those chats, leave your Instagram name at the bottom in the comments and just say, hey, man, I want to join all the chats. Or you want a specific chat, you be like, look, I want to be in the basketball chat only because I think LeBron is better than Jordan. Then you just say basketball chat. But if you want to be in the MLB chat because you think the Yankees are finally going to make it back to the World Series, then you jump in the MLB chat. But another perk to joining these chats, we give you all the updates. Oh, I want to throw that out there. He put out IG names on there too. If you don't want people to spam your account and you just want to DM us directly, just hit us up directly and tell us what specific chat you want to be in. If you want to be in all of them, say all. If you want a specific one, like I said earlier, you pick the chat, send it to us, we'll add you. Quick, fast, simple, easy. The most important chat is the refuse to lose chat. That's
That
the
is.
one where you have to come on the show. You see Vaughn here. Vaughn been coming on refuse to lose since the beginning.
Yes,
He
sir.
show improve every time. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or tie with his teams. He shows up. He's just not a comment warrior like some of us, you know. We got certain people in the chat that like to troll all day, but can't come on the show and troll. I'm not gonna call you out though. You have to come on the show to be in the refuse to lose chat. If you're not on the show, we definitely gonna know, and we're gonna kick you out of there. I want to add one more caveat to each chat. We get all live updates, injuries, trade news. Recently we got transfer portal news, coaching signings, coaching firings. Man, if you got a favorite player from college and you want to watch them progress from college to the big leagues, all that information is there. And we get it before your favorite apps like Bleacher Report, ESPN, Fox News, NBA, NFL, all that. We get it all early. I don't know how you do it, but we do it.
Like I said, we the plugs. We just know what we know.
Hey.
Yeah. And next week we're gonna do who's the GOAT debate. All right. So stay tuned for that. The update for that. All right.
And
We
this Thursday is the first baseball episode. So tune in this Thursday for the first baseball episode. And let y'all know, my boy Teddy's gonna be on with me. So we're gonna have a baseball episode with a few questions. So tune in on Thursday.
Let's get it. All right, let's get some quick last words in, y'all. Quick ones. Like the bean. I said what I had to say. Go next.
I'll go next. Shout out Orlando, keep rolling. Shout out Pittsburgh Steelers. Like you said, Tomo and all y'all. Bring that receiver from Pittsburgh over, Jordan Addison. Go ahead and bring him over to him. Help Kenny pick it out, make it a little easier. But let's go Magic.
Let's go to you. Top 5 recruiting class in college football this season. Looks like it's going to be there again for next season. I'm excited for the next college football season, even though we didn't get the cornerback that I wanted. But hey, he went to prime. You go to prime, I can't be mad at you. It's the best cornerback that ever played the game. Miami, go make a trade. We need to make a trade. Pat Riley, don't stay with this roster. We're not going nowhere. Stop thinking just because we win a few games that we're a good team. We're okay. Yes, we're okay. We can make the playoffs, but we're not going to win a championship if that's what you want. It's not happening with this roster. Go make a move. San Francisco, I'll see you on Sunday.
I like that. I was telling people run the ball. I had to throw my Joe Coos on because y'all know I'm going with the Bengals, baby. Let's go, Bengals. My Cowboys got kicked out. Hey, Bengals going to the Super Bowl, man. Hey, throw the ball because that's what we do in Cincinnati. You know what I mean? I got to switch it up on them. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Let's get it. All right, that's all we got for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.